All right, welcome, Panther Live viewers. We'll be tuned in to 93.7 FM here pretty soon. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. The girls' game, Andy, was a pretty good result there for the Panthers. Panthers get a big win over the Rangers there in the girls' game. Now we have the boys' game here coming up. What do you know here? Let's go ahead and break it down. What you know about the Rangers quick, then let's get Mike Deming's pregame interview going.
Yeah, Belgrade comes in 2-2 coming to the break. One loss to Dillon, one loss to Butte Central. Both those teams, top teams in the state. Park comes in tonight 5-1. Park's ranked in the top 5 in the state currently. They have wins over Townsend, wins over Miles City, win over Havre, win over Laurel. Almost beats Dillon pretty much by 20 points. And a close loss to Billings Central, who's ranked number 1. With them in Hamilton, Hardin, Butte Central, Livingston rounding out the top 5. They have a couple great players, as we'll probably talk to Coach Deming here in a few secs. So,
yeah, let's go ahead and get to our Coach Deming pregame interview. Andy Demjanovich met up with Coach Deming moments ago. Let's go ahead and check that interview out.
All right, here in the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show, standing courtside with Coach Deming. Coach, you guys are coming off the layoff. Tell us about this matchup with Park tonight.
We haven't played basketball for about 16 days now. We're anxious to play. Park's a very good team. They've played some nice teams and beaten them. So obviously tonight we have to play much better than we have in the other year. So 2018, hopefully we're playing better.
Yeah, you come off facing two good teams, Dillon and Butte Central, and Livingston. You said they're 5-1. They're ranked in the top 5, and their only losses to Billings Central. So we haven't seen that from Livingston in a while. So are there any particular players you're worried about, or is it just more of a team thing overall for them?
Well, I think it's a team thing. You know, obviously they have two guys. They've got the Ricketts and the Floyd kid been playing since their freshman year. The Ricketts kid can hurt you off the dribble and he can shoot it. But they have some other shooters that surrounds them, so they're going to try to spread us out and try to drive and kick. And if we don't play up the line, responsible defense, we're going to give up too many opportunities of layups. And so they run their stuff pretty good. They're good at dribble drive, and they have some open shooters that they can knock down shots. But they play with a good amount of intensity, and we're going to have to match it tonight.
Okay, do you think man or zone tonight? Do you have any specific scheme? Are you going to be balanced, or what do you think?
I think we're going to be balanced. I think we can man them if we go into what we call house man. But if we don't go house man, then we may have to go some zone, and we have some other zone options that we'll look at. But if we can't handle the dribble drive, we're going to definitely have to zone them. So we've got both ready and see when one is working better. I think the zone is something that they haven't seen a lot of. It's been early in the year. Everybody's trying to get so much pride in their man defense. I don't think they've seen that yet. But they saw a little bit of zone against Dillon. They beat it bad. So we've got to make some adjustments on what they did against Dillon. And we can't be late on the shooters in the corner. That's going to be the key.
Yeah, good. Talking through that zone and then not fouling those three-point shots, right. Being late. And then any other worries for Livingston tonight?
They're going to try to press the tempo. They're going to try to get us into an up-court game, and they're going to press us. They're going to try to push the ball on offense, and we've got to get back and get our defense set, and we've got to handle their pressure, which I think will be fine. We have some good guards. But we're going to need to work on offense that we've been working on the last 16 days, and tonight should be a display of what we've been working on. So we're hoping to make some improvements offensively.
Will there be any issues? Do they have a fairly deep bench, or how's your bench tonight? Is that going to be anything to worry about, or do you think your guys can give you enough minutes to stay with them?
Well, we're a little bit down on our bench. Our bench isn't very deep. We only have seven guys ready to play tonight with some spot players. We have a couple guys that aren't in ready to go yet. So I think it's going to be our 7 versus our 7. I don't think they have a deep bench. They had an injury unless he's playing tonight, and I don't know if the big kid is. Obviously he hasn't played yet, but if he plays, we'll have to adjust. But I don't think either bench is very deep right now. I think we're trying to develop our bench, and I think they're doing the same.
Okay. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
You betcha, and thank you.
All right, back here now, courtside as starting lineups are being announced here. Right now for the Panthers, Dawson Fowler just announced we got the lights off at the event center and the spotlights going. Nice atmosphere tonight for some Class A basketball here in the state of Montana.
Yeah, it's a big matchup for Belgrade boys tonight. Again, like we said in the girls game, Nate, this is a conference game. It gets you one notch up towards your seeding for the Super Divisional and start making your path to the state tournament. And we've always had a nice rivalry with Livingston in basketball. And Livingston comes in to one of their best starts in over 3-4 years here from one of their state teams several years ago, and they're off to a 5-1 start. So this is a big game tonight. Look for a good matchup. A lot of guard play from both teams. Really not much size on either team. And so Livingston, like Coach Deming said, is in the pregame is going to try to spread us out and get to the rim and get to shooters for kickouts off the dribble drive. And we'll see if Belgrade's man defense can handle Livingston here as we get set to tip off. And we'll see what happens. So big game. Looking for it's a great crowd tonight, and looking for a great matchup against two rivals just over the hill. And I think it's going to be some high energy and fast pace. So Dawson Fowler set to tip for the Belgrade Panthers with number 10 against Rydell Floyd. 2 tips, just missed. Livingston controls. Livingston goes down to the corner against Belgrade's man-to-man defense, what they call their house defense. 3, number 23. Jacob Ricketts. Ricketts boys are great basketball players. His brother came through here several years ago, and he played with his brother as a freshman, and his brother was a junior or senior. And as you can see there, steps right into a 3, gets it right out of the gate. 3-0 Livingston off Ricketts.
All right, I tend to miss the beginning of the game with technical issues, but I'm back as the Panthers here on offense. Easton Page here is going to go for 3. He misses. Rebound. Austin Edwards loses the handle on it, and it's grabbed by number 4. That's Rossberg for the Rangers. Now Waddell gets it to Ricketts in the corner for 3. Peterson hits it. 6-0 Rangers.
And that's what Coach Deming talked about in the pregame is, are we going to be able to get to their shooters quick enough off the dribble drive?
Meanwhile, on the other end, Page misses the lay-in. Edwards with the rebound. Misses. Now we have a foul called. This is going to be on the floor. It's going to be the Panthers' ball. 7:03 to go here. First quarter, Park Rangers leading this one 6-0. As Matt Walker will inbound for the Panthers. And we have a 5-second call on the inbound. Boy, a rough start here for the Panthers.
Pretty quick 5-second call there.
That was a quick 5 seconds.
Gets Belgrade out of the rhythm right away. And it's, as you can see, this is a high, fast-paced game. You got to be solid. Livingston's Ricketts going up to the line for 2.
Yeah, Ricketts there fighting under the basket. Goes up, gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Again, 6-0 here early in this one. This game is brought to you by Town & Country Foods. Save cash at Town & Country Foods. Town & Country Foods, serving your local community. First free throw up, and he missed that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah. I wasn't looking.
Almost airballed it. Just nicked the front of the rim on that one.
Second free throw on the way. This time it's good. So 7-0 and full court press here as Fowler's in the corner. He's going to try to dribble out of this. He does. Pulls it back, gets across midcourt. Fowler now. Fouled on the floor. Draws a foul against Rydell Floyd, the senior. You know, some of these names, we called the Park football game against Belgrade, and some of these games like Waddell and Perquette and Floyd and Ricketts, we heard these names before already.
That's right. Household names.
Fowler now on the wing, gets it to Walker for 3. Misses. Rebound. Boy, I think we're going to have an over-the-back call on Noel Reynolds.
They're calling it tight, so here we go. We'll see if the referees stay consistent. We're going to call it really tight.
Second team.
Now full court press here. Really just Walker applying pressure in full court.
Nice job by Walker there.
Now Ricketts with the shot, misses. Rebound.
Good
to the Rangers.
There. Back out to kick out number 10.
Shot on the way, misses. Batted around. Reynolds comes up with it. Now it's going to be Fowler who brings it down for the Panthers. 7-0. Just 2 minutes into this game. Fowler loses the handle on it. Controlling now is Rosberg. Gets it to Peterson. Rosberg now, pull-up jumper from the baseline. Misses. Rebound, Fowler. Fowler's going to bring it down the floor. Thinks about a three. Gets it to Page on the wing. Now to Walker. Walker drives left. Gets it to Fowler. Long three on the way. Misses front iron. Rebound goes to Waddell. Gets it ahead to Peterson. And Peterson misses the lay-in. Fowler now with it. 5:37-0. Park with the lead. First quarter.
Dawson can't get content with taking deep threes. They're down 7-0, and we know that he can hit deep threes, but then it becomes really tough because we got to get some quick scores here to get back in the game, get them settled down.
Now Page in the corner with it. Reynolds now thinks about a shot. Gets it back out to Page. Now on the wing to Fowler, looking for a screen from Edwards. Still just working it around here. Walker now on the left wing. Back to Page up top.
And I think this is fine for Belgrade right now. Just be patient and get the shot you want here.
Right, the first 2 minutes we were struggling to keep up here on the commentary. Now slowed down as Reynolds works in down low. Nice footwork by Noel Reynolds. Gets the first 2 points for the Panthers. It's 7-2 with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter. And we have... Was that Coach Deming taking a timeout, or was there a foul called? I'm a little confused. I don't know if you saw this.
I was looking down at the scorebook here to get my marks in there. I apologize.
So the referees are meeting here at midcourt. It's funny, right when Reynolds scores the basket, the referee closest to Mike Deming blows his whistle. It almost looked like Deming took a timeout. And now they're just kind of trying to sort things out. Deming with his hands on his hips. And that's a look that tells me something not very good is going on.
Foul.
And it is a technical, I believe, on the Belgrade bench. And that's going to send Ricketts to the free throw line. I believe it's Jakim. Is that how you say it? Jakim Ricketts?
Jacob.
Ricketts hits the first free throw, so 8-2 now. Rangers with the lead. Second free throw on the way from the technical is good. So now it is 9-2. I think Coach Deming is looking for answers here of what really just happened. And I think we found early on that this game is going to be called really tightly.
Well, but that's fine. But then they got to call it tight very consistently on both ends, because that's what makes a coach very upset. Is you call it tight out of the gate and then you get wishy-washy. But the downside now is Coach Deming's got to sit for the whole game. He cannot stand up.
So now Fowler on the wing, deep three on the way, misses front iron, rebound goes to number 4. That's Rosberg. Peterson now for the Rangers. Gets it to Waddell.
And this is what we talked about there.
Ricketts drives, lays it in. It's 11-2. Rangers jump out on top. Fowler now gets it to Page. Page lays it in left hand. Good. 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It scores 4-11. Rangers with the lead. Now driving to the hoop and missing is number 10. That was Rydell Floyd.
Nice block by Austin Edwards there. Good rebound by Dawson. Foul.
So a quick turnaround here with the block from Edwards. Then Dawson Fowler comes screaming out with it, and he's tripped, and there's a foul called.
That's just what I was saying earlier. Dawson took another deep three. We know he can hit those, but like I said, you don't want to get caught in that trap of taking deep threes all the time. He's got to maybe get something going to the hole or get back up on the line, because it's a high-paced game, and he's going to have to expend a lot of energy on both ends of the floor now, defensively and offensively, and so it's a little tougher to hit those deeper threes as you get tired.
Substitutions on both ends. Talked in the pregame about depth for both of these teams. Here with 3:30 to go in the first quarter, we're already on the bench. Now a shot from Walker misses. Rebound to the Panthers. Page misses, and now the Rangers are going to control it.
Those are buckets now in this type of game, Nate, where this is high level. This is seeding for the divisional tournament rivalry game and against a good opponent. you got to hit those buckets.
Now here for the Rangers is Brandon Johnson, the sophomore. Looking for a teammate, gets it to Ricketts. Back to Johnson. Now to Perquette. Back to Johnson. Just kind of working around the perimeter right now. Are the Rangers. 2:50 to go here, first quarter. Rangers got an 11-4 lead. Again, this is the boys' game. Had the girls' game earlier. That went to the Panthers. As now Ricketts looks to drive. Pulls it back out. Pulls up for a long jumper. Misses. Rebound, Dawson Fowler. Fowler looks to push it a little bit here. Gets it to Page. Page pull-up jumper. In and out. Rebound. Nice hustle by Gordon. That's who comes up with this.
Yeah, Jake Klinzinski comes up with it. Great job.
Klinzinski gets it inside to Gordon. Gordon tries to go up and over, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Rangers.
Yeah, good hustle there by Spencer, but as you get that second shot, you got to know your surroundings. You can't just throw that shot up there with his three defenders. Gather himself and see if he can get in a position where he gets fouled or kick it back out, because like I said, every possession counts here.
Walker now inbounds it to Page. Finds Klinzinski on the wing. Page now up top. Gets it to Walker. Walker on the left wing looking to get it inside. Klinzinski now in the corner. He's going to dribble it back out. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 11-4 Rangers with the lead. Klinzinski now inside to Fowler. Fowler back to Klinzinski. No, he keeps it. He's going to go up with it. Misses. Rebound goes to Johnson for the Rangers. And now headed the other way with under 2 minutes to play in this opening quarter. As Waddell looks to drive in. Jump stop. Goes up with it. Foul called. Bucket. He's going to go to the line for a three-point play. John Waddell, the junior,
31, Spencer Gordon for the Panthers.
For the Rangers, going to the free throw line. The foul called against Spencer Gordon.
To the line, shooting
Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads Park Rangers 13, Belgrade Panthers 4, with 1:43 to go here in the first quarter.
This would be Waddell's 6th point if he makes this.
Waddell does, in fact, hit the free throw. It's a 10-point game now, 14-4. As Fowler splits the press. Now looking for a teammate, drives inside, goes up with it, in and out, rebound, tipped around, finally gathered by the Rangers, and then right back, tipped away as Gordon gathers it, gets it to Fowler, misses. Edwards now with the rebound, and we are going to have a whistle. Let's see what we got. It's on the floor. I think it's going to be a foul called against the Rangers. It'll be Belgrade's ball inbounding underneath the basket.
Yeah, nice little shot there by Dawson Fowler, and misses it, but gets the poke out from behind. Spencer tips it back to him, misses another shot, but Austin's right there to follow, and that's 50-50 balls that Coach Deming always talks about to keep the play and the possession alive. So good job by the Panthers. Get another attempt here.
Edwards now with it, gets it to Klinzinski. Now Gordon on the wing to Walker. Walker to Klinzinski up top, now to Fowler on the left wing. This is Edwards. The high post gets it to Walker. Back to Edwards. High post shot on the way. Just misses. Rebound goes to Waddell.
That's a good shot. That's a shot you got to hit. That's a great shot. He stepped into it with rhythm. And got to be able to hit that. Just can't come up with it. But good shot by Austin Edwards there. Coach Deming talked about if we can't keep him off the dribble drive to go to zone, we go to the 2-3 zone. Give up an offensive rebound there, though. Got to be very good, like we talked about in games before, weak side against the zone, because that's where the rebounds come. And that's where the offensive board came. Now Livingston extends the possession with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Looks like Livingston's going to hold for the final shot. And look at that. Waddell was just kind of dribbling it up top where you're wasting time trying to get that final shot. And he was called for a carry. So, hey, we're calling it tight. We're going to call it tight on both ends. But some kind of ticky-tack stuff we're not used to seeing.
Yeah, I'll remain silent.
All right, pleads the fifth here. Andy Demjanovic with 20 seconds to go first quarter. Fowler with the ball. He's driving, looks to kick, keeps it, gets it inside, batted around several times. Walker comes up with it. Whistle, foul called. I believe this is going to be against a Ranger. It's going to keep the ball on the floor.
Yeah, they're calling it tight, Nate, without a doubt.
Comes from the Rangers, number 1, Matt Netley. His first personal.
Netley called for the foul. 13 seconds to go. Belgrade's ball. Klenzinski with it up top. 10 seconds now. Boy, this is where you expect Fowler to come take it. Coming off of the screen, Klenzinski looking for somebody. Gets to Fowler. 3 seconds. Going to need to pull up for a shot here at the buzzer, and a foul.
Good call by Tim Freeze there. Great call.
So you didn't hear the buzzer because there's 0.3 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Dawson Fowler is going to the line to shoot 2. And it's been a rough first quarter for the Panthers. But here, hitting these 2 free throws and cutting it to 8 would be nice going into this break, as Fowler does hit the first free throw. So now the score is 14-5. And again, once this second free throw is on the way, good or bad, it's going to be the end of the first quarter. And it is good. Rangers will just need to inbound this one, and you'll hear the buzzer sound. And that will do it for the first quarter. Park Rangers leading the Belgrade Panthers 14-6 after 1. We'll go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute.
Happy birthday to one of our very own. Happy birthday, Vanessa Oakley. Happy 29th birthday.
Do the top of time.
Did you go 30 or?
1 minute. And the Belgrade Panthers are brought to you by Taco Time, proudly supporting the Panthers for the past 33 years. Thank you for your support. Taco Time for Panther Live.
Check out the Jumbomania app. It's a free app you can download, Jumbomania VHS. And every time you join us in the ball game, you get your rewards just by coming to the game. Jumbomania app, Jumbomania VHS.
All right, back here at the Event Center in Belgrade for the start of the second quarter. Belgrade's going to have possession of the ball, trailing 14-6. Dawson Fowler is going to take it up top here for the Panthers. Gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds now to Page. Page inside to Edwards. Edwards gets it tied up. And so like that, it's going to be the Rangers ball now with 7:46 to play here in the second quarter. This game is brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. This is going to be Perquette taking it down the floor here for the Rangers. Gets it to Johnson. Back to Perquette. Now Floyd in the corner to Johnson. Ricketts now finds Perquette now on the left side here to Floyd. In the corner here is Ricketts, just moving it around, and then I think Perquette was trying to pass that one to a player on the Belgrade sideline who's not even dressed out tonight. It's a little miscommunication there on the Rangers on offense. 7:20 to go here, second quarter. Panthers trailing 14-6. Easton Page now with it for the Panthers. Nearly loses the handle. Gets to Klenzinski now to Fowler in the corner. Brings it back out. He's looking inside to Edwards on the high post. Into Reynolds. Reynolds working down low on the block. Goes up with it off the glass. Misses. Rebound tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be the Rangers ball with 6:53 to play until halftime.
Yeah, Belgrade hanging in there, keeping held at bay at 14, but we got to get some offensive rhythm going on here. Going to the 2-3 zone. Good job by Belgrade by not overextending the zone, but knowing where the shooters are. You got Ricketts running the baseline, and they got to constantly talk him through. And they do a good job. He airballs it there.
Yeah, Fowler grabs the air ball there.
Yeah, if Belgrade can continue to do this and take good shots like that, that's not a bad shot there.
That shot that Andy's talking about was a three-pointer in the corner from Klenzinski that just misses. Ball goes out of bounds, and now we have a timeout on the floor. And with that timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds and pay some sponsors. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 30 seconds.
It's Nolte's kids.
Okay, got it. So I can see some resemblance. All right, back here at the event center in Belgrade. Nice crowd on hand here. Nice student section getting into the game for the Panthers. 14-6, Park Rangers here with the lead. Again, this is the boys' game. We had the girls' game earlier tonight. If you weren't able to catch that one, quick recap. The Lady Panthers had a big victory, pretty lopsided victory over the Rangers. Took a 20-minute break, and now we're out here for the boys' game here in the second quarter with 6:23 to go until halftime. And the Rangers are looking pretty good, leading 14-6. It is Belgrade's ball, though, right now, as Fowler has it up top. Pulls up 15-footer, misses, rebound, goes to Johnson.
Good hands again by Dawson. Edwards on the floor. Can't quite come up with it.
Yeah, Floyd's going to control it for the Rangers. Gets it across midcourt. Floyd looks to drive left hand, kicks it to Johnson.
I think you want Johnson shooting at this point.
Johnson to Peterson now. Peterson gets it back to Johnson up top. Now high post.
That's where you got to talk a little better. If it gets into that high post, that 5 guy, it really breaks the zone down. Now you got big time options. So you really got to talk that high post away. You can't just let him float freely in there.
Yeah, now just working it around the perimeter are the Rangers. Johnson kicks it out here to Waddell. Now in the corner is Floyd.
So neither team has scored here in the second quarter. So Belgrade's done a good job out of that 2-3 zone. Again, goes to the high post.
Here's Johnson now as Fowler is able to get his foot on the ball. At least stops play. It's going to be the Rangers ball here with 5:25 to go in the second quarter. Inside. Laid in, misses though. Rebound goes to Reynolds. Now to Fowler. Fowler's going to go left hand. Ball batted around in the key. On the ground, Reynolds gets his hands on it. A couple Rangers in there as well. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow points in favor of Belgrade. So Matt Walker's going to come into the game, and Jacob Klemczynski picking up some quite a few minutes there in the first half.
Yeah, Jake's a high-energy kid. He plays hard, and in a game like this, you need a guy who's going to give you all effort just to keep momentum even, as far as how hard players are playing on offense and defense. Noel Reynolds just couldn't quite come up with that reverse layup there.
Yeah, so here on the other end now, Rangers. Johnson with a long 3 on the way. Misses. Rebound to the Rangers. Goes to Ricketts. Ricketts goes up. Yeah. He's blocked, but a foul called on Edwards with 4:54 to go.
That's the shot you want. We talked about that's the kid you want to let shoot that type of the zone, but then you cannot give that up. And if Ricketts is below, you really got to body him up. You can't let him. He'll go to work down there just like he did. Now he's at the line for 2.
So Ricketts at the line for 2. First shot is short off the front iron. Belgrade's going to have Spencer Gordon, another high-energy guy we talk about, come in. Give Noel Reynolds a little break.
Yeah, still scoreless here in the second quarter.
Tonight's game brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, as Ricketts hits that second free throw. Now 15-6 with 4:50 to go here in the second quarter. The full court press, though, is going to draw a foul. Easton Page will draw a foul off the full court press.
Now Livingston knows our pain. Their crowd kind of getting on this same official. I think we called the technical, and he's calling it extremely, extremely tight. I didn't see much there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I thought it was pretty good defense. He kind of kept space. Not much body up there, but boy, any contact, they are calling it.
And there's already 17 fouls on the Rangers, so Page at the line for 1-1, and he hits the first. So we'll get a second chance here from Easton Page. Well, tonight's game is brought to you by Rich's Flooring, for quality you can stand on. 4:49 to go here until the break. Rangers have led all night, currently 15-7 right now. Easton Page, second free throw on the way, is good.
Checking back into the Rangers,
making the score now 15-8 Rangers. Burkett's going to come back in the game here for Park. And Peterson will control it up top.
Belgrade continues to stay in the zone there. Ricketts is the player you got to watch again on the baseline. Watch his movement there, Nate. He's looking to go baseline to baseline, short corner to short corner, and find the spots in the zone there.
Right now, just working on the perimeter. Waddell with it. Gets it to Ricketts in the corner. Back to Waddell. Peterson all the way around to Rosberg. Back to Peterson. Now Rosberg again on the left wing. Gets it to Ricketts in the corner. Jump shot on the way. 15-footer on the baseline. Good. 17-8 Rangers with the lead.
I think they got to apply more pressure to him, not let him catch so easy on that baseline. As you can see, he's obviously the best player there.
Meanwhile, Dawson Fowler drives in, hits about a 12-foot jumper to make it 17-10.
They just got to talk Ricketts through the zone here. Belgrade's done a nice job in the zone and not extending it, and now Livingston turns it over.
Fowler behind the back a couple times. 3:40 to go, second quarter. Panthers trail set by 7. Fowler 3-ball on the way. Misses. Rebound, Edwards.
Nice job by Austin. Absolutely nice job. Gets another shot.
Page for 3, misses. Rebound, Edwards almost comes up with it again, but it's going to be out of bounds in Park's ball.
Good job for him hustling again and got the shot they wanted again. Nice kick out from Dawson Fowler to Easton Page, and that's all you can ask for.
So the Rangers now, 3:20 to go, have the ball up top. We'll see if they keep working it around and what Belgrade chooses to do with Ricketts down low. That's exactly what we got here is Peterson, Rosberg, and Waddell continue to work the perimeter.
Checking back in for the Rangers, number 2.
Burkett's moving on the free throw line, looking for something on the high post with Ricketts bouncing around on the baseline. It's a pretty athletic, talented team just watching these Rangers here in this first half.
Yeah, like you said, Coach said in the pregame interview, they got high energy and they're going to look to spread you out.
Going up with it now at the right hand is John Waddell and putting it in 19-10. 3 minutes till the halftime break as Page splits the defense.
Jeez, how's that not a foul?
Boy, he loses the handle on it now, and it's
Call
going
it that tight, and then it's not a foul anymore.
Nearly an alley-oop thrown, but misses. Belgrade's going to come up with it. Dawson Fowler's got it. Tries to split the defense, loses the handle on it. Rangers ball now 3-on-1 the other way. Bad pass here. Loose ball. I don't know who's going to end up with this. The referees are going to give it to Belgrade. Boy, that was a chaotic little 12-second sequence there, back and forth. 2:37 to go in the second quarter. Panthers trailing 19-10 to the Park High Rangers. Walker gets it to Page. Easton Page now in the corner to Gordon. Back to Page on the wing. Edwards up top. This is Walker now in the corner. Looks to drive left hand. Gets it to Page again. Now Edwards will pull a 16-footer. Misses front iron. Rebound Waddell. Johnson brings it down here for the Rangers. Rosberg now in the corner to Ricketts. Back up to Rosberg. And Waddell's going to grab it and slow things down here as we are under 2 minutes to play till halftime. And the Rangers holding on to a 9-point lead. Gets it inside now to Burkett. Back up top. Spun around the perimeter again. Nearly lost. And then Waddell now just going to slow things down again. 1:38 to go in the first half. Rosberg with it on the wing. Back to Waddell. Johnson now on the right wing. Gets it back up to Waddell up top. Waddell drives inside. Gets it to Ricketts, who goes up and is fouled. So Ricketts will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul called against Spencer Gordon. Again, 1:20 to go here till halftime. 19-10, Park with the lead.
Yeah, and if you notice, Livingston trying to draw us out of that, further in that zone. And Belgrade standing on the three-point line, which is fine. But when they got that much passing room, you really, like I said, got to make sure that you got to control that penetration and not get it to the high post, because you got Ricketts in that baseline, and every time they penetrated, they had an open jump shot, or they're able to dump it down into him, or once they get to the high post, they find Ricketts. So he's been pretty lethal on the bottom part of that zone.
Boy, Fowler here on the other end called, I believe, for a traveling violation.
Yeah, he's confused also, as am I.
Returning for the Panthers, number 21, Noel.
20-10 right now, the score after Ricketts hit that free throw, and then the Panthers turn it over on the other end. 1:11 to go here till halftime.
He hit one free throw, is all?
I believe he hit one. Yep.
Yeah.
Waddell's got it up top. Just expecting him here to wait until maybe even the final shot of this first half. As Johnson now on the right wing. Gets it back to Waddell. 50 seconds to go here. Johnson now gets it inside to Perquette. Perquette pulls it back out, gets it back to Johnson. Boy, and we have a foul called.
Offensive foul there.
Offensive foul.
Should be on number 5, I believe, is what they called off the moving screen.
And not a shooting foul, even though we're in 1-1. We're not going 1-1 here on the offensive foul.
No, when you get an offensive foul like that, it's never a shooting foul.
So Page is going to get it to Walker. To Reynolds now. Now Fowler with it. Here on the wing to Page. Page looks drive, left hand. Gets it inside now to Reynolds. Reynolds working on the pivot, loses the handle on it, gets it back. He's going to go up with it, and there's going to be a foul, a 3-second violation called. 3 seconds in the key.
I wasn't quite sure about that. He lost the handle on the ball, never gained possession, and then regained possession. I'm not sure if that changes to 3 seconds, but the coach was calling for it. So
10 seconds to play first half. Waddell stolen away by Page. 5 seconds. Page with it. Got to get a shot off here. 3 seconds now. Page in the corner. Inside to Reynolds. Reynolds at the buzzer. Lays it in. So if all else is lost, Belgrade, though, maybe gets a little momentum going into the break. Low-scoring offensive first half here from the Panthers. I think there's some confusion on our scoreboard operator. I don't know if it should be 14-20 or 12-20.
I got him at 12.
Yeah, I got him at 12, too. I think we have a scoreboard issue right now, and the referees are convening right now at that point. So, anyways, let's go ahead and do this. Let's step aside here at halftime for 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute break. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 2 minutes. All right, back here at halftime at the Belgrade Special Events Center. Here for the boys game, the Park Rangers lead 20-12. And this Rangers team is a very, very athletic team. as they've jumped out to this lead. Again, they are 6-2 on the season. Belgrade coming in, dropped a couple of games on the road at Dillon, at Butte Central. And we're going to be back up here hoping to get a halftime interview with an assistant coach, Mike Cole. Right now, Andy Demjanovic is working on bringing Mike up here. So I'm not sure if we'll get a chance to hear from him or not. But I do want to mention that tonight's game is brought to you by Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory. Helping families celebrate a life lived, there is a difference. Again, halftime here at the Event Center. Rangers leading this one 20-12. Earlier tonight we had the girls game, and that one was a lopsided victory in favor of the Belgrade Panthers. Now with about 6:45 to go here at halftime, we're going to go ahead and step aside for 2 more minutes and be back with an interview from Mike Cole, assistant Belgrade coach. So let's go ahead and step aside for 2 more minutes, and then we will be back with more of the halftime show. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. All right, back to the Special Event Center here in Belgrade. Halftime, Park Rangers lead the Belgrade Panthers 20-12. Halftime is brought to you by Bridger Orthopedic for all of life's motions. And right now I'm going to hand my headset over to Belgrade basketball consultant Mike Cole, local professional basketball guy who's helping us out. And Andy Demjanovic will have a few questions to break down the first half. So we'll go ahead and bring in Mike Cole here as we've got about 4 minutes until the start of the third quarter here.
Yeah, we want to welcome Coach Mike Cole, Hall of Fame basketball coach, former coach at Bozeman High. Many state championships to you, and it's always good to get a analysis and opinion from a great coach. And what is your first opinion here between Livingston and Belgrade?
Well, thanks, Andy, for that introduction. Yeah, this is Belgrade's first home game, and they want to play well, and they're looking like they possibly can here. They're not right now. They're not shooting particularly well. You know, I think the intensity of the game on both ends is really nice. In other words, Livingston's coming out and they're well disciplined. They know their intensity is a lot. Belgrade's intensity is a lot. I think sometimes Belgrade at this point is trying a little bit too hard to accomplish something, and it's kind of speeding them up. and it's kind of taken out of the game. But I think they'll settle down once that happens. Some shots will fall and things will go well.
Yeah, they seemed to went to the zone a little bit after Livingston got a few threes off there, and it's kind of slowed Livingston down a little bit to keep them in the game because they haven't been able to make some shots. Do you think Mike will continue to stay in that zone in the second half? Or
yeah, I think they came out, played man, and like you said, Livingston came out and knocked a couple threes down, and that kind of set the tone for the game. And Mike switched to the zone, and it did. It changed Livingston's intensity offensively. They're still sharp, they're still crisp, but they're not getting those shots off that they were getting in man. So is he going to keep with that? I would imagine he will, unless if Livingston hits a few shots on that zone, he's going to have to do something. But I'd say until that happens, he'll probably stay in it.
Now, what's Belgrade got to do offensively? Sometimes when you're down, does a team start to get a little hesitant when the shot doesn't fall, and pretty soon the string tightens up more and more? Or how can they get in a little bit easier rhythm and get back in this game offensively?
Well, I think that's the whole key to the thing. I think there's a lot of pressing going on in individual players. I think they're getting a little tight. They miss a few shots. They get a little bit tight. They feel like they have to press a little bit. I don't think Dawson played the way that he can play in this first half. So he's got to loosen up a little bit. They all have to start loosening up and saying, hey, they're only down 8 points right now. 8 points in a basketball game is really, a couple shots. And so you get that going, you hit a couple shots, things start flowing a little bit better, you start getting a little more confidence, change the entire look of the game, and that's what they have to wait to happen. If it takes a little bit of time off the clock to do that and to get going, I think that's what they'll have to do.
Yeah, I would like to see Dawson not settle for deep threes. I'd like him to get some threes off if capable, but not settle for the deep ones, because that kind of keeps you out of rhythm, especially when you're tired in a high-energy game, right? Maybe try to look to go to the hole or get a post-up or something more in the fluid of the offense there.
Yeah, he can make those threes. Right now, he's kind of out of his rhythm, I think, a little bit.
Sure.
And once he gets into rhythm, those threes could go down. And so he can get that three pretty much any time during the game. And at some point, it's going to go down for him, I think. So the rest of the game's got to come around, I think, first. Probably you're right. I think he's got to wait for that just to see if things start going a little bit better. But he can make those.
Okay. Do you have any other final comments you'd like to add from your analysis from the first half?
I think these two teams are pretty good teams in this conference. And I think it's going to be a good match. I would anticipate the gap of if Belgrade's offense starts getting into a flow, I think the gap here is going to close down. This could be a pretty good game.
Well, thanks, Coach Cole. We appreciate you coming by. You can come by anytime and help Nate and I out and get on the horn anytime you like. So you're always welcome.
Oh, thanks. It's been my pleasure, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, here, start of the third quarter. Rangers with the ball. Working around now, Ricketts gets it out to Peterson. Peterson into Floyd. Again, Rangers here just controlling it to start this third quarter, 20-12 with the lead. Now getting it inside, kicking it back out. Three ball on the way is good. That's Rydell Floyd hitting the three. 23-12 now with 7:24 to go here in the third quarter. Page with the shot, misses. Rebound goes to the Rangers. Now bringing it the other way is Waddell. Gets it to Ricketts. Ricketts looks to drive, loses the handle of it. Walker now taking it on the other way. Walker will look to go up, right hand, misses. Rebound goes to the Rangers. Now looking to push it up the floor. Rosberg now with it. Gets in the corner to Ricketts. Ricketts, baseline jumper. Misses. Rebound, Walker. 6:50 to go third quarter. 23-12, Panthers trailing the Park Rangers. Reynolds underneath. Gets it to Edwards. Edwards hits the nice shot there. 23-14 there after that shot from Austin Edwards. Ricketts gets it in the corner here to Rosberg. Now, Waddell gets it inside to Ricketts. Misses. Own rebound. Goes up with it again. Foul called against Fowler. And, boy, that seemed like all ball to me.
Yeah. Second shots, though, that's what we wanted to eliminate there. going into this half is like what Coach Cole said. We're still in the game. You're only down 10, right? You're only down 10, but now you got to tighten it up.
Free throw on the way is good from Ricketts, 24-14.
Really got to limit Livingston's second shots at all costs. It's tough because they're a good team, but if you can hold them to one shot, then you got to be very good in the zone against boxing out.
Ricketts' second free throw, no good. Rebound tipped around, finally grabbed by Gordon. Gets it to Easton Page. Page to Walker. Back to Page up top. To Gordon, now in the corner to Walker. Reynolds with it, gets it out to Fowler. To Page now. Now to Gordon. Panthers just kind of working it around here. Trailing by 10. 5:55 to go here in the third. Fowler will pull a deep three.
Oh!
And he'll hit it.
Hits the deep three.
24-17. Panthers trail by 7 now. Looking to drive is Floyd. Going up with the loop-de-loo. Misses. Rebound. Loose ball. Matt Walker comes up with it.
It's a big three by Dawson to cut into the lead by 7 now. That's a huge three, Nate. Huge three with momentum. We'll see if Belgrade can attack here against the man-to-man.
Fowler with it up top now. 5:20 to go third quarter. Spencer Gordon now looking inside. Gets it high post to Reynolds. Reynolds looking to work. Pulls it back out. Gets it to Walker. Now to Fowler again. Fowler's driving in. Finds Gordon and just an errant pass over Gordon's head. Maybe on a different page. Wavelength there is out of bounds. It's going to be the Rangers' ball.
Every possession counts here for the Belgrade Panthers to cut into this lead. So the defense has got to continue to tighten up. Good cutoff by Page on the baseline. Wrap around pass to Ricketts. Reynolds almost stole the ball there. Now Livingston back out.
Yeah, just controlling it now. Up top is Waddell. 4:40 to go third quarter. 7-point lead for the Rangers. Ricketts looks in the corner. Floyd for three.
You got to get on the
hit it.
Yeah.
Rydell Floyd hits the three ball. 27-17 now, Rangers lead.
And now they elect a three-quarter court press to try to get Belgrade out of rhythm even more.
Here Gordon drives, fouled. I believe this is going to send Spencer Gordon to the free throw line.
Yeah, nice play by Spencer. Guy reads it real well, gets aggressive to the rim, and if he can continue to do that and keep control, he plays so hard. But if he can keep his control of the body, the whole balance of going hard but controlled so he can finish and hits his first shot there, he can be a great impact player. He finished last year at the state tournament really well, and hopefully Spencer can start to get back to where he was at the state tournament last year. And that's a good play to start that off with.
Yeah, Spencer Gordon hits the first free throw. Second one on the way, misses. And on the rebound, we have a foul called, I believe, against Belgrade.
Now the Panthers, number 45, Austin Edwards.
And it is against Austin Edwards.
Second team foul.
So 27-18. 4:13 to go in the third quarter. Park Rangers with the lead over the Belgrade Panthers. Peterson with it. Gets in the corner to Ricketts. Back up to Waddell.
So if you notice, a little adjustment there by Livingston. Diagonal cut every time. They're just cutting, replacing against the zone now, so they don't have set players in one spot. They're just basically playing a 5-out motion offense against the zone, so as soon as they pass, they got a guy slashing the high post, and they're diagonally cutting all the way to the corners to try to keep the zone. Again, what we talked about in the girls' game, trying to move that zone as much as possible.
Panthers with the ball here. Fowler up top gets it to Spencer Gordon. Now Edwards to Walker. Fowler with an open jumper. Hits it. 27-20, Rangers with the lead.
Yeah, if Dawson can just get in the rhythm now that he's doing, getting the shots that he likes in rhythm of the offense. Travel.
It is. It's a traveling violation called against the Rangers.
The Rangers, number 1, Max.
Big play right here for the Panthers. Big play.
Number 5.
3 new players coming in. It looks like the Rangers have an 8-man bench. They're bringing all 3 guys in with 3:26 to go here in the third quarter. 27-20. is the score. Page gets it to Walker across half court.
Good job against the zone. They shortened the passes.
Page for three. Back on the back iron. No good. Ricketts rebound. Boy, did Fowler get called for a foul on that?
Arizona Panthers number 3, Dawson Fowler.
Boy, Andy Demjanovic is notioning for a jump ball call is what it seemed like it should have been. But either way, it was a reach-in foul called against Dawson Fowler.
I mean, that's...
So it's going to be the Rangers ball here. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. 7-point lead. Netley now with it. This is Johnson. Finds Ricketts to Floyd. Floyd thinks about the three now. Drives. Pulls up.
Good
misses.
defense by Walker.
Nice rebound by Edwards.
But that is not a good play.
He loses it, though, and then right back to the Panthers.
That is a good play. Now finish. There we go.
Page goes to the rack, gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line, and you see the emotion. And this is what we call Coach D coming out with some of this emotion coming here. Easton Page is going to go to the free throw line and try to cut into this 7-point lead. Looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. 20-27, Rangers with the lead. 2:34 to go in the third, and not a very good free throw attempt by Page as he misses iron, but he'll get another chance here. So second one here coming. Free throw on the way. Redeems himself. It's good. 21-27 now the score. Park with the lead.
And those free throws are going to be big, so we got to continue to hit them. And when he's playing the minutes he is tonight, when the bench is a little bit shorter, you get a little bit more tired. So he got in rhythm on the second one, but Livingston's had their fair short free throw shots as well.
Now I believe a turnover on the other end. It's going to give Belgrade the ball. Just a 6-point lead now. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. Fowler with the ball up top. Nice dribble in there. Fowler gets it to Walker. Edwards now to Gordon.
Oh, he's just a little bit late. Nice play.
Inside to Edwards. Edwards working.
Nice play.
Gets the lay in. 23-27 with 2 minutes to go. Ricketts gets it inside. This could be a jump ball. It is a jump ball, and the possession arrow points in the favor of the Panthers. Starting to sense momentum headed.
That's the exact same play as Dawson's Fowler. That's got to be the same. Jump ball, both times. At least we get it this time. Great post-up play. Two-man game with was a great play by Coach Deming where you have Dawson and Austin at the same side. So they come out hard off the shooter to Dawson, and Easton finds the post-up.
Fowler's going to drive. Yes! Lays it in. Dawson Fowler makes it a 2-point game, 25-27. 1:30 to go here in the third.
Great job by Belgrade. Absolutely great job.
Ricketts with it up top. We have a timeout taken by the Rangers. 1:27 to go here in the third quarter. 25-27 is the score. Let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. Take a 1 minute break. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And meanwhile, Panther Live fans want to mention that this game is brought to you by Taco Time. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support. And Panther Live listeners, we'll keep calling this one. The radio listeners, we're going to be a little late coming back because we still have about 25 seconds left of this break. So this is going to be the Rangers ball. Waddell's going to control it up top here. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson gets it around to Perquette. Now to Netley. Back to Perquette. Johnson here gets it for the Rangers. Waddell now looking to drive right hand. Jump stop goes up, misses. Rebound, Matt Walker. 1 minute to play, third quarter, 2-point game. Belgrade with the ball. Easton Page with it on the wing.
Great defensive stop by Belgrade. right back into their offense, see if we get a nice little set play. 1-4 high rub. Nice play.
Boy, shot from Edwards just misses. Rebound goes to the Rangers. That one would have tied it. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Driving in, kicking out here now. Johnson with it up top for the Rangers. Looks for a pass down low.
Travel.
Gets it into Perquette. Goes up. Misses. Fowler with the rebound. Page now headed the other way. 27 seconds to go until the end of the third here. Fowler with it up top. Fowler goes in, off the glass, misses. Rebound, Edwards. Edwards goes to lay it in, misses. Rebound goes to Waddell.
Yeah, that's the finish you got to have. He's a little short on his jumper, but hopefully he gets his legs underneath him for that, but he's got to make that layup there.
Meanwhile, Johnson is fouled on the floor with 11 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Foul called against Matt Walker.
Jake Kwasinski back into the Panthers. Along with number 23, Jacob Richards.
It's going to be the Rangers ball under the Panther basket. Set play here. Gets it into Netley. Now 3 ball from Johnson. Misses. Rebound Edwards. 5 seconds here. He's got to be aware of the clock.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Walker now. 2 seconds. Here's Edwards. Full court shot on the way. Misses. It was about a half court shot, I should say, on the way that misses. So at the end of 3, the score, Belgrade 25, Park 27. Let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And the fourth quarter is brought to you by Taco Time. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. And thank you, Taco Time, for making our broadcast possible. You guys probably hear us talk about Taco Time here on Panther Live. Our student workers that help out and make this broadcast possible all get free $7 coupons to Taco Time. You and I should grab a couple of those and stash them in our back pocket. What do you think?
I already did.
Seated right in midcourt once again.
All right. This is going to be an exciting fourth quarter. I'm ready for this.
Say happy birthday, Lanesh.
Yeah, great job by Belgrade there. They still got other viewers.
Okay.
We're like all of our viewers, Nate.
All right, back here on 93.7 FM for the start of the fourth quarter. I cut you off. Let me get what you were going to talk about there, Coach.
Great.
All right, so we are just underway. Sorry, losing focus a little bit here. Fourth quarter action.
Great job by Belgrade. I think they got a rhythm offensively. The offense is a little more fluid, so players like Dawson Fowler are trying to get in better rhythm of their offensive game there. Austin Edwards has done a nice job, and so has Page, and a good defensive stop and turnover there.
Turnover here. It's going to give Belgrade the ball. Again, we are just starting the fourth quarter, just getting underway. Rangers have led all night. Fowler for a deep 3. Oh, man, I wanted that when he missed it, but it's rebounded by Noel Reynolds. Now Walker for a deep 3. In and out. Rebound goes to Johnson.
Wow.
Boy, plenty of chances for the Panthers to grab this one.
There. Travel.
And a traveling violation on Morgan Rosberg is going to give Belgrade the ball back.
To the Rangers, number 10, Rydell Floyd.
As Rydell Floyd will come into the game here for Park. Panthers ball now. Full court press look here from the Rangers. It's like a man-to-man full court here as Matt Walker is himself open here. He's going to dribble it ball by himself. Take it left hand. Pulls it back out. Gets it inside to Reynolds. Reynolds to Fowler. Gets it to Klonzinski on the right wing. Now high post to Edwards. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds looking inside. Fowler now. He's going to drive.
Nice
He's going to go up with it. Pump fake goes up and in. 27-27. We got a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
Again, that's a nice little play because you have your shooter setting screens, back screens, which gives the offense or the defense a lot of trouble.
3 ball on the way from Ricketts. No good. Rebound, Austin Edwards. Gets it to Fowler now. Fowler thinks about the 3. Gets it inside to Reynolds. Reynolds works on the pivot. Goes up off the glass and in. And the Panthers, for the first time tonight, have the lead. 29-27, 6:30 to go, fourth quarter.
Noel Reynolds is tough to guard in the post because he makes that move, and then all of a sudden he just goes straight up over the shot. The defender doesn't expect him in some of those post moves that he does have there. So great job by Belgrade. They have the lead here.
Now inside to Floyd. Floyd gets it out here to Peterson. Peterson in the corner, back up top to Floyd. Get it to Waddell. Ricketts now on the left wing. Drives baseline. Loses the handle. The Rangers are going to control it though. Waddell goes up. Misses. Rebound Fowler. Fowler behind the back. Pulls up for three.
Downtown.
Misses off the front iron. 5:46 to go here. 2-point lead here for the Panthers. Boy, Ricketts in transition falls down. His teammate with the ball helps him up. It's an interesting look. I don't think I've seen that before as Ricketts drives. Gets a pass inside. Now kicked out to Floyd for three. Misses. Rebound Fowler. Boy, and Ricketts loses his footing again, but he stays up. Now Walker's got it up top. 5:20 to go, fourth quarter. Panthers with a 2-point lead. Fowler drives, goes up. He's going to the free throw line and shooting two. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads 5:15 on the clock.
I'd like them to come back to also that play. 2 plays Deming has ran with Dawson being the back screener. And then getting a down screen for him, because you have to honor that back screen, else you get an easy layup when your shooter starts setting screens like that. Because then he gets to move up to the perimeter, and you get a two-way go. You either get the back cut from the guard, and now you got a down screen for him, so you got a mid-post player and the shooter, him coming off the top of it. So Belgrade's executed that play twice nicely.
Fowler hits both free throws. 31-27. Panthers with the lead. Largest lead of the night for Belgrade. We have a timeout taken here.
Kind of see the roles reversing a little bit. Livingston now getting a little tighter in their offense now as the night goes on here in the fourth quarter.
With this timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for just 30 seconds. You're listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. We will be back in 30 seconds. Zwicky. All right, back here at the event center in Belgrade. Our neighbors from the east, the Park Rangers, in town tonight. We got a nice basketball game here. Fourth quarter, 31-27, Belgrade with the lead. It had been Park all night until late in the third, and now to start the fourth. And we got about 5 minutes to go here.
Yeah, Belgrade's held Livingston to 7 points in the second half. 7 points. Single digits in quarter and a half is great defense. And Belgrade's offense has come alive here, being able to get some clean shots off and also getting the free throw line.
Ricketts here controls it for the Rangers. Looking for a screen up top. Drives, kicks it out. Floyd with it now on the wing. Gets it inside to Waddell. Back to Floyd. This is Johnson now. Gets it to Ricketts for three. Misses. Rebound. Goes to Floyd and the reverse lay-in. Nice athletic play there by Rydell Floyd. Makes it a 2-point game here. Panthers lead at 31-29. 4:45 to go.
Just gets that tip off the hustle play there by Floyd. Tough spot to pick up your dribble.
Reynolds with it. Working in. Pump fake goes up. And a traveling violation called. Austin Edwards will come into the game, and Spencer Gordon will take a break. 4:32 to go here, fourth quarter. 31-29. Belgrade Panthers with the lead. Ricketts brings the ball down the floor here for the Rangers. Gets it to Floyd. Floyd drives left. Kicks it out here to Johnson. Johnson in the corner to Floyd now. Back to Johnson. Johnson looking for a screen up top. Gets it to Peterson. Back to Floyd now. Cross court to Johnson, then back up top to Ricketts, slowing things down. 4 minutes to play. Fourth quarter, 2-point game. Belgrade with the lead. Park with the ball. Working it around the perimeter. Floyd for three. Misses. Rebound, Edwards.
Here comes Page up the floor. Let's see if Belgrade can capitalize.
Page pulls it back out, gets it to Walker. 3:40 to go. Reynolds from the corner, thought about the three. He's looking to get it to Dawson right now. Fowler now, driving. Loses the handle. Whistle, though. Foul called. It's going to be against the Rangers. It's going to be on the floor.
His fourth personal. 15th foul. Back in for the Rangers, number 5, Tanner Burkett.
Burkett comes into the game here for the Rangers.
Here comes the three-point on the backside from the screen away if we get the reverse.
Walker.
Quite get the reverse, but nice step-back play by Easton Page. Just missed the three.
Rebound goes to Johnson for the Rangers. Waddell with it. Gets it to Ricketts up top. 3:13 to go. Fourth quarter. Panthers lead by 2. Ricketts for three. Makes it.
Matt Walker's got to know that. It's good job by not extending, but when Ricketts has the ball, we got to force his hand a little bit. We can't just give him that easy shot. Matt's got to get through that screen, and he's got to also have help off it. Force somebody else to shoot. I know they have other good shooters, but...
Here's Edwards inside. Gets it to Reynolds. Back out to Fowler. Fowler baseline jumper. Misses. Rebound to the Rangers. Foul called against Austin Edwards. 2:44 to go, fourth quarter. Belgrade 31, Park 32. Panther Live's gone to overtime twice this year, and this has the makings for a round 3. We'll see. Again, Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads 2:44 to play here in this contest. Belgrade 31, Park 32. Park has the ball, and Ricketts is bringing it down the floor.
Well, 2:42 to go. We'll see what Livingston elects to do. Up 1. I would imagine they would really be patient here. Almost
Floyd.
Make Belgrade come out and foul. Belgrade only has 5, they're not in the bonus quite yet.
Three ball on the way. Misses from Johnson. Rebound, Fowler.
That's a little too early to me. Park only has 5 fouls. So they got
Page for three. Misses. Rebound goes to Johnson. 2 minutes to play in this one. 1-point lead for the Rangers.
And Belgrade has 6, so you think they would be patient here, make him foul him to get into that bonus.
And just pulling it out. Yeah,
now he finally did. So Belgrade got away with one last possession. We needed to capitalize, and this is what I'm assuming should have happened last possession already.
Yeah, 1:40 to go here, and it looks like Park's going to try and force Belgrade to foul them. They've got 3 players out here near midcourt now. They've got back into a more of a basic-looking half-court set.
There we go. Call this free throw layup mode.
Waddell with it now. Gets it to Ricketts. No call from Deming to foul yet. Going to make him work it around. 1:20 to go here in the game.
They're trying to get to the guy they really actually want to foul.
It's got Floyd with it right now. Gets it to Waddell. Back to Floyd. To Ricketts. Fowler with the defense here.
Don't foul him.
And Edwards gets the foul on Ricketts with 1:07 to go.
Yeah, that's really not the guy you wanted to foul. Coach Deming, he was coaching him over. He's giving the shooter sign of who they wanted to foul on that play. Still a minute left, even though he caught that ball. Austin didn't necessarily need to foul him on there, unless he was only trying to go for the ball.
Timeout, Panther.
Timeout taken by Belgrade. We'll stay right here with you. 1:07 to go here in the fourth. Panthers trail this one right now, 31-32. And a 1-1 situation coming up for Ricketts right now. This game is brought to you by First Security Bank, your locally owned and operated neighborhood bank, serving the Gallatin Valley since 1919. Member FDIC.
Yeah, we got great viewership out there. We're getting nice texts coming in too, and we have Taco Time. I know has been getting a lot of airtime here. A couple of Taco Time's buddies were wondering about that, so we'll give Delaware North a shout out to tonight, as well as D.A. Davidson Financial. Those two guys are watching, so we give them a little airtime too.
All right, let's reach out to those guys afterward to make a contribution for that shout out.
I'm sure they will. Yeah,
all right,
no problem.
All right, some of our faithful viewers tuning in here. We got a nice one here late in the fourth quarter. Panthers trailing the Park Rangers 31-32. Ricketts, the star for the Rangers, is at the free throw line.
One player from each team. The sportsmanship medal.
Exactly 107 reading on the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. 107 to play in this one-point game. Low-scoring affair here, 31-32. Again, this is the front end of a 1-and-1 here for Ricketts. Shot on the way. Front iron misses. Rebound. Reynolds. Fowler's got it. Looking for a screen from Reynolds. Pulls out past three. Ball tipped around. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Belgrade's ball. Last touched by the Rangers. So that tipped out, bounced by Floyd.
Edwards.
So Page is going to inbound it. Gets it to Fowler here. 50 seconds to go. Fowler looking to Coach Deming. Coach Deming calling out the play here from the bench. Timeout taken here by the Panthers. With that timeout, let's step aside for 30 seconds. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 30 seconds. And let's go ahead and mention our favorite sponsor here on Panther Live while we're at it. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for 33 years. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support of Panther Live. Again, we've got several students up here helping us out on this broadcast. Exciting one here tonight. All right, back here at the Belgrade Event Center. Panthers with the ball, 31-32, trailing. You've been in these huddles with Coach Deming before. What's the call here? What do you think we're talking about right now for the Panthers? Down one with 40 seconds or so to go.
Yeah, you're looking for a bucket going to the hole, maybe getting fouled. If it comes back out for an open tree look with Dawson, that's fine. He's got the green light at any time. So,
okay, we have an inadvertent horn. And so the referee's going to say, it's all right, let's just start this thing back over again. There was 41 seconds on the clock. Now there's 40. Page had just inbounded it to Fowler, and the horn inadvertently sounded. So we'll go ahead and just start this thing back over. And now we're having some sort of an issue with the clock. So let's give this thing a third try. So I think we got things sorted out now on the scores table. 42 seconds now put up on the clock in the fourth quarter. Panthers with the ball, trailing by one. Fowler's got it. Gets it to Walker on the wing. Walker looking inside. Gets it up top to Edwards. Now to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for Fowler. Gets it, though, to Page. 30 seconds to go. Page drives left hand. Goes up with it.
That's his
lays it in.
Shot. And he finishes his bread and butter, baby.
But Floyd,
Page with the left hand.
Floyd on the other end.
And another left-handed shot.
17 seconds to go. Park with the lead by one. Timeout taken. Let's slow things down and explain what just happened. With about 30 seconds to go, Easton Page had the ball. Goes left hand. He's got two guys on him. Beats him to the rack. Lays it in. But Park took no time to wallow in giving up that basket. They quickly get it up to Floyd, and Floyd runs right down the floor, shows his left hand, lays it in. So they take the 1 point lead right back. 14 seconds to play in this one. Belgrade has the ball.
Yeah, and you got to know they're a quick team in transition. So when you score, there's no time for celebration, anything. When you see that, you got to have a guy back on the rotation. Generally might be Easton if he's at the top of the play. But the next guard's got to rotate back and has got to see that clear, because now they're back to down one. You're back in the same routine. Watch maybe Livingston to bring a little bit of pressure here, because I think they trust their athleticism to get some time off the clock. So I wouldn't see to have be surprised if Livingston showed a little bit of a soft press, not too soft, but not too over-aggressive to where they're going to foul. But to take some time off the clock, Belgrade getting them up the floor so they can't necessarily get into their set play. So depending on what Coach Deming has, I'm sure he has multiple timeouts here. He could see what they're set up for. Looks like Livingston's actually going to step back into the half court. So right now his play should work. It's 14 seconds. You got to get going right away. Oh, they are going to pick him up here.
And they pick it up now to 17 seconds on the clock. Fourth quarter, Belgrade Panthers trailing by 1. They have the ball. Full court press here. Fowler trying to get open. Gets the ball. Clock's running. 15 seconds now. Fowler goes right hand. Drives. Pulls up for a shot. Misses hard off the back iron. Rebound to Ricketts. And a foul called. That was actually Floyd who got the rebound. 7 seconds to go. Floyd's going to go to the free throw line for 1 and 1.
And that's the shot you want Belgrade to have. They're his best player. He clears it for the jumper. Just missed it.
And by taking that with still 7 seconds to go, gives the opportunity for the foul. And Belgrade should, in theory, have a chance here, whether he makes one, both, or none. And we have a timeout.
It's bonus. So good timeout by Coach Deming. He's got 2 timeouts left, maybe now 1. He's going to talk about 2 things. 7 seconds left. We got to secure the rebound. He's either going to discuss racehorsing it down. Number 1, you got to box out. So if he misses. Number 2, if he makes 2, you got to know that you got to hit a 3. Right. If you get the rebound, he could call the timeout if he wishes, or if he's telling him to racehorse it down. If you get the rebound, we're still only down 1. Right? So if you can get the layup, maybe get the layup. But with 7 seconds left, you got to get the ball down court. You got to know what you're down by here in this free throw situation. Are you going to be down by 3, or are you going to be down by 1, or are you going to be down by 2?
All right, so here's the situation. Rydell Floyd is at the line. He's shooting a 1 and 1. There's 7 seconds to play. His team, the Park High Rangers, are up 34-33 over the Belgrade Panthers. Front end of the 1 and 1 on the way. He makes the first. Nice crowd on hand here for the Rangers, showing their support.
Okay, up 2.
2-point lead now for Park.
Deming's got 1 timeout. He's going to talk to the official right now what he wants to do on a make or a miss.
All right. Second shot on the way. Good. No timeout taken yet. Here's Fowler, down by 3.
Dawson has the ball.
3 seconds to go. Fowler pulls up, misses the 3 ball, and that will do it. The Park High Rangers come into the event center and get a 3-point win. And I see Coach Deming showing some support, saying, hey, this was a valiant effort coming back from how we were down, but we didn't win tonight. Great matchup again, and we're going to see these guys again later this season. But tonight, it was the Park Rangers with the win, 36-33.
Yeah, Belgrade had it there, just couldn't come away. They got that lead, and they just couldn't extend it. And once Livingston got that 1-point lead, they kind of ran that clock down. But Belgrade still had a few possessions to take that lead and to potentially win the game. And the crucial thing was they're probably going to see on film is what you got to correct. You get the bucket from Easton Page to take the 1-point lead, but we didn't have transition defense there. So that wasn't the only play in the game, but that was a play that stood out to where you got to get your defense set. You're up 1, and we didn't get a chance to see that. But Belgrade had 2 more chances with their best player in possession. Dawson takes 2 of the last shots and just couldn't come down with it.
So we will be back here next week, a couple next week. We've got the Three Forks Wolves coming in town for a doubleheader, and then the Dillon boys will come back for a rematch against the Panthers next Thursday. So we'll hope to see you guys on either 93.7 FM or Panther Live. For Nate Parsegan and Andy Demjanovic, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. We will catch you guys next time. Let's go ahead and kick it back to the station.